You guys seen this video? It's Dear Rudy, is my Black Lotus real, or did I just lose $8,000? Okay, I didn't pay $8,000 for this, but this is my Black Lotus, boys. Video's got like 1.5 million views. This was just before I started making content. Fun fact about Coooley. Most popular video he's ever been featured in was not his. It was Rudy's.
So his name is covered. Okay. All right. So close the Black Lotus from Unlimited. Here's the history of the card. 2014, I bought it from a local collector player. I believe he traded cash and cards in a shop in southern Maine to acquire it himself. The person I bought it from was going through a rough time in his life and selling his Power 9 cards for reasonable prices. Thankfully, I was able to buy this from him for far less than it's worth now.
This guy was at a rough point in his life, and so was I, man. So was I. I had just gotten fired from 2 jobs in Atlanta. And I moved back to Maine with my tail between my legs and $2,000 to my name. But I met this guy, and I joked with him before at the card shop at our local gaming store. And I was like, hey man, sell me that Black Lotus for $1,000. At the time, I think it was worth like $1,500, $2,000, something like that. And he was always like, I don't know. But that day, at the card shop, he was like, hey, you still want to buy that Black Lotus for $1,000? I walked down the street to the ATM and took out $1,000 cash. That's the face of someone that just spent half of all of his money on a piece of cardboard.
So here's the card in question. We're going to lay everything out now. We're going to bring in our controls. So first thing we're going to do here is bring in, we've got some high grade unlimiteds. We have some
Look at this, dude.
Gem mints,
I just want to point this out. To like authenticate a Black Lotus, Rudy just busts out like 11 Black Lotuses. Just to authenticate this.
It needs to be graded Lotuses. These things will probably be a 9+ for mint sample sizes, and we have some played, more worn out Black Lotuses to compare for the worn out Black Lotus sample size. So, and we also have...
Dude, that's like... So at that time, right? At that time... Let's assume these were all reasonably like 10 grand at the time, right? With the white bordered ones. This guy's got 80 grand on the table on this side. And if these are beta or alpha Black Lotuses, this one looks like it's collector's edition. Same with that one right there. Even those are still worth a couple grand at the time. But these betas and alphas up here, this looks like an alpha possibly, and this is a beta. That is probably worth 100+ grand. That one was probably worth 60 or 70 itself. And these were probably worth a couple. So you're looking at someone's house on the table right here.
All right, I already have my prediction. My prediction already, without even opening it. Is there more than one card in there? There's more than one card, so we can't look at the back. My prediction, looking at it without even taking it out, I'm going to say it's authentic.
Oh,
I'm gonna go ahead.
Look at this. This guy's a pro, man. Look at that. Hold up. I still got it. I still got it right here, boys. Right in the same case and everything. I still got it right in the same case and everything. You still got the tape? Still got the tape?
So we're going to leave all the controls there. We're going to take a look right out of the gate. And, oh yeah, this is real. Everything from the font, to the size of the font, to the zero positioning, to the details, how it all looks, coloring, details, specs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is very nice. It's played. Definitely got a lot of surface dents. We even have almost looks like a surface crease on the side there. You guys see about right. Oh no, where's Rudy's tool when you need it? There's Rudy's tool. God, he always wants to be in the video. I'm gonna say right there, you actually...
It's still there. See if we can find it. Can you see it? There it is. There it is, boys. That's the one. Scuffed. I actually think it's in pretty good condition. You know, if I'm being real. It's a Lotus in very good condition, man. The green screen's kind of cutting out the actual Lotus here, but you know, the background of the Lotus. But I actually think it's in pretty good condition. Nobody would buy it. It's crazy.
A dent from shuffling. That's actually a crease almost. So
now it's been in a Rudy video. The value obviously has gone up a lot.
And besides that, the front surface is actually pretty nice. A little dirt globs, some stains, but the back, you can definitely tell some table sliding and some dents from binders. Rolls
it's got a history.
I'm not
got a
usually
history,
white
man.
border cards. You don't have inking issues. Definitely legit. No questions about it. 100%. Not even.
I was so
without it.
happy to hear
And
that.
Hey, if you want to sell it, Michael, yeah, please let me know. I'll shoot you.
He wasn't willing to pay what these other boys were willing to pay. Yeah. I told him that I had offers of, I think, 6,000 at the time on it. And he's like, yeah, I probably couldn't come close to that. But damn, dude, I was so happy. I was so happy that he, like, authenticated it. It was one of the coolest things, man. And I really looked up to this guy as a content creator at the time. I thought he was really cool, you know, really watchable dude. A lot of good things to say. You know, and I think a lot of the community did and probably still does look up to him. But dude, here's the problem with Magic the Gathering these days is like they're reprinting the shit out of things. Look at this Black Lotus reprint, boys. Like they reprinted it. It isn't a legit card. It's not like tournament legal, but for all intents and purposes for people trying to collect one, like look at the back. Like the back is some dual masters shit, but this was like Wizard sanctioned reprint of Black Lotus. Foil and everything. So like when they started doing that, I was like, oh my god, dude. Like the price of this is gonna tank. Like, so they have that, and then they also reprinted other things. So something that some people don't know is they had this thing called the reserved list, where they promised not to reprint certain cards ever. Like under any circumstance. But then they started doing this shit. Like, they did it once in the From the Vault series. They started reprinting cards on the reserve list, and people gave them shit for it. But then their most recent juck fuckery is they did this. They not only have the Black Lotus, but they have other cards, like the Library of Alexandria, Sliver Queen. All of those things are on the reserve list, and they reprinted them in these, what are technically proxy cards. They're not tournament legal. But for all intents and purposes, if you're playing Commander or something, and you can't afford Sliver Queen because it's on the reserve list, boom, there you go. Reprint right there that'll fit right in a sleeve, just like any other Magic card. Library of Alexandria, same thing, man. Use that for your Commander decks now. Fresh reprint. So, fun fact, Coooley was featured in Rudy's video with his Black Lotus he spent way too much money on at that time in his life. I don't regret it, though, man. No regrets. That was it was one of the coolest investments I had ever made. And I was pumped to be on Alpha Investments because of it.